The Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini is the sworn enemy of the Shah.
These people are waiting in line for gasoline.
Want my Coke?
And the grave consequences which will result if harm comes to any of the hostages.
You idiot!
And I can give you eternal life.
I knew it, an insurance salesman. I've already got Prudential.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Freedom. It's a great feeling. To do what you want to do, be what you want to be. Chaz. Chaz Aftershave and Cologne for Men is dedicated to that feeling of freedom. Chaz for Men. It's a great feeling.
By late 1978, Iranians were no longer tolerating the Shah's excesses. Demonstrators were shot in the streets.
Perhaps seeing the handwriting on the wall and not liking the script, the Shah prepares to leave Iran in mid-January. 16 days after the Shah's departure, the most powerful of Iran's religious leaders returns home from 15 years in exile. The Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini is the sworn enemy of the Shah.
In October, against the strong advice of the State Department, President Carter allowed the Shah to enter the country for cancer treatment. That was all the fuel the student radicals in Tehran needed.
The U.S. Embassy in Tehran has been invaded and occupied by Iranian students. The Americans inside have been taken prisoner.
On November 4th, 1979, student radicals seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking over 60 Americans hostage.
These people are waiting in line for gasoline.
There's 13 other stations. This is number 14. If I don't get gas here, I'm walking home.
This is what we all did during the late spring and early summer when the energy crisis hit Americans right between the eyes again. All the arguments, the cutoff of Iranian imports, the figures from the oil companies, the explanation from Washington meant little to us motorists. All we knew, we were waiting in line for gasoline, when we could find a station open, and the prices were going sky high.
Between games at tonight's doubleheader, a local disc jockey blew up disco records in center field, and the crowd responded by rushing the field.
Yes, what's the current situation?
They just canceled the second game.
They canceled the second game because
the field is unplayable as determined by the umpires.
What a beautiful drink. Tab Tab Cola, for beautiful people. Tab Tab Cola, you're beautiful to me. 16 ounces have just 1 calorie. Tab Tab Cola, what a beautiful drink. Tab Tab Cola, for beautiful people. Tab Tab Cola, it's beautiful to be. Tasting so darn good and sugar-free.
Jose Ferrer for Color Track by RCA.
Cyrano, my cape is red, my coat is green, and my nose magnificent flesh tone. If these colors don't look right, see them on a 1979 Color Track. Getting the color right is what it's all about, and now with channel lock tuning, it tracks the color more automatically than ever.
Before you see the Color Track system grabs it, aligns it, defines it, sharpens it, tones it, and locks the color on track.
RCA is making television better and better.
Yankees catcher Thurman Munson was killed today in the crash of a small airplane at the Akron-Canton Airport in Ohio.
The nation mourned him because the nation knew him. Thurman Munson's career is best remembered in 4 words. Captain of the Yankees, the first captain since Lou Gehrig. Unpolished, unapologetic, a blend of talent and will.
Wilson going way back, he'll not get to it. It's holy cow! Herb Munson coming through in the clutch.
None created more excitement than Pope John Paul II. Boston was the first stop on his American tour, a week-long voyage that captured America's heart and pricked its conscience.
Mother Teresa, called the Angel of Calcutta for her work in Indian slums, today won the Nobel Prize for Peace.
The anti-nuclear movement picked up new force from 3 Mile Island. In October, nuclear foes made a 4-day assault on the plant under construction at Seabrook, New Hampshire, vowing to shut it down.
It won't be built! It won't be built!
The protesters did not shut Seabrook down. The plant is being built.
Tomorrow on ABC's World News Tonight, the draft, today's children, tomorrow's soldiers.
The draft would take away my freedom of choice.
Unless we go back to the draft, we aren't going to have a combat-ready army.
What are the chances of bringing back the draft? This plus all the news of the day tomorrow on ABC's World News Tonight.
Is proceed up the Nung River in a Navy patrol boat. Pick up Colonel Kurtz's path at New Mung Ba. When you find the colonel, infiltrate his team by whatever means available and terminate the colonel's command.
Terminate? Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Win, you know. He wants to bury you, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to prove to the whole world that it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time out.
Rocky, his whole life was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot, but he's about to show the world he's 1 in a million.
Why don't you stand up and fight this guy hard like you done before? That was beautiful.
Rocky 2, the story continues.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me very much.
I do.
Thanks.
The love continues.
You're the best thing ever come my crazy life.
The hope.
I never asked you to stop being a woman, you know. Please, don't ask me to stop being a man.
The tears.
He's gonna get hurt because of you.
Well, if he goes blind, you walk away. I can't. I love him.
The joy.
He's really ours? Adrian, I can't believe you've done this.
You'll go back to being a two-bit nothing.
The dreams.
You think you're going to see a real great battle in every sense of the word.
That's what this fight is going to be. It's going to be a war.
You're going down, man. You're going down. The most electrifying rematch in motion picture history. Rocky 2. The story continues.
Has the great Santini ever let his family down? Yes! You don't trust the great Santini? No! You disobeyed a direct order! Because I was your son.
He does what he does because he loves you and he wants you to be the best.
You may love him, you may hate him, but you'll never forget the great Santini. A triumph, exhilarating. It will touch your heart. He feeds upon human blood. Only sunlight or a stake driven through his heart can destroy him or those whose blood he drinks. His name is Dracula.
I love you, and I can give you eternal life.
I knew it, an insurance salesman. I've already got Prudential.
I love the night life. I've got to boogie on the disco yeah.
Well, Count, what do you say to that? I would say leave Cindy alone and find yourself a nice Jewish girl, Doctor.
That's the other one, isn't it?
George Hamilton.
His blood in your eyes.
Susan St. James. Richard Benjamin. And Artie Johnson as Renfield.
Love at first bite.
I was born a poor black child.
Meet Nathan Johnson. He's poor.
You mean I'm gonna stay this color?
And he's eager.
This is the kind of music that tells me to go out there and be somebody!
But Nathan...
Let him go.
Traveling down that lonely road, seeking fortune.
Actual live weight guessing. Take a chance and win something.
No matter how hot the action, or how great the odds, he proved himself an inspiration to jerks everywhere.
I'm gonna buy you a diamond so big, it's gonna make you puke.
Steve Martin, the jerk.
Yellow.
The jerk.
That's right.
Steve Martin, can you tell the difference?
I am not a bum.
You're happy, kid. I won the fight. You're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The champ
Yeah.
always comes through.
Enrico Giamande spends 8 hours a day training to be the finest racer in all of Italy. But Enrico has a problem. He's not in Italy. He's in Bloomington, Indiana.
Papa! Ciao, Papa!
And he's not Enrico Giamande.
I should have hit him when I had the chance. He'd be dead now. Oh, grazie, Tante Santa Maria.
He's Dave Stoller.
He was as normal as pumpkin pie, and now look at him.
But Dave's not crazy.
He's never tired. He's never miserable.
He's on the road to adulthood.
When I was young, I was tired and miserable. You are numero uno, King Papa.
And he's decided to take a little detour at the age of 19. 20th Century Fox presents Breaking Away, the story of 4 guys in imminent danger of turning 20.
How you doing, guys? Well, we're a little disturbed by the developments in the Middle East. Smart move, Shorty. The only thing I'm afraid of is wasting the rest of my life with you guys. I thought that was the whole plan. That we were going to waste the rest of our lives together.
Breaking away, somewhere between growing up and settling down. It happens to all of us.
James Brolin, Margot Kidder, Rod Steiger in the Amityville Horror.
God's peace in this house.
What do you want from us?
28 days after the Lutz family moved into their dream house. They were running for their lives. What happened to them is an experience in terror you will never forget. And you will believe in the Amityville Horror.
I'm leaving you.
Was this some kind of joke?
Did you know that all the best chefs are men?
You dumped some shell in there.
Oh, it's all right. You like your French toast crunchy, don't you?
I want my son.
You can't have him.
I'm not that late, Bill. I'm only 20 minutes.
All the other mothers were there before you.
I'm not saying he doesn't need his father, but I really believe he needs me more.
I'd like to know, what law is it that says that a woman is a better parent simply by virtue of her sex?
Okay, keep going. Keep it
going! Keep it going! That's terrific!
Kramer versus Kramer.
We are aboard a huge starship called the Enterprise. This is the return of Captain Kirk.
An alien object of unbelievable destructive power is less than 3 days away from this planet.
Mr. Spock.
I offer my services as science officer.
Dr. McCoy. Scotty. And joining them on their mission, Commander Will Decker and Navigator Ilea.
Torpedoes!
This, then, is the epic journey of the Starship Enterprise. The human adventure is just beginning. Star Trek, the motion picture.
Mr. Green? Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help? I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
Yeah, sure.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Be around. That's the way it should be. I'd like to say,
thank you.
The whole world is smiling with me. Coca-Cola as life. Have a Coke and
Thanks, Mean Joe.
smile.
And they're behind. And they're going to throw. Oh,
he's got it
Wide open. Drop. Veteran Jackie Smith. He's a great human interest story. 15 years with the Cardinals.
Young McGregor knows the score, and so does everyone watching Willie Stargell clock the bat. This large man has finally met his long-deserved hour of deliverance in the game of baseball. A weary Tekulve is 1 out away from giving Pittsburgh its 5th World Championship. Four to 1 Pirates. Pop Stargell and company have done it.
All right, let him do it. It doesn't dilute the courage he's shown or the skills he's shown. Maybe now they won't call Sugar Ray Leonard a hype. There it is. He stopped the fight. He stopped the fight, and there is a new world welterweight champion.
There have been a lot of changes, new faces on the scene. A whole new crop of heroes whose style is living fresh and clean. New tastes, new directions, refreshing points of view. And 7-Up so crisp and clear, the taste that turned into moving up, bend up, reaching up, right up. America is turning 7-Up. Looking up, right up, feeling up, being up. America is turning 7-Up. We're still the one. You found the place where your friends will be. ABC. We're still the one. We're really alive. Still the one as the 80s arrive. You're still having fun, 'cause we're still the one.
Still the one. ABC.
nothing hard. A self-made millionaire. He's quite a guy. This is Mrs. H. She's gorgeous. She's one lady who knows how to take care of herself.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will.
There's a place you gotta go for learning all you ought to know about the facts of life. The facts of life.
When your books are what you're there about, but looks are what you care about.
It's time for Dance Fever, starring Denny Terrio. The show featuring the country's top disco dancers. This year, competing for cash and prizes worth more than $75,000.
They're crazy, wild, and they're rough and rude. But Dean don't like their attitude. You've got the look, I want to know better. You've got the look that's all together. Working, playing, day or night. Jordache has the fit that's right. Jordache looks.
Let's get one thing straight. This is no regular battery. This is the ever-ready alkaline power cell. There is nothing regular about it. For the typical movie camera and electronic flash, you can't buy a longer-lasting, all-purpose power cell than AA size, ever-ready alkaline. So when you want long-lasting energy for these devices, think ever-ready alkaline. I dare you to call it regular. I dare you.
What I love
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
When I eat a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of a cool breeze billowing through my hair and across my long white dress. Oh.
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation from Peter Paul.
There's a feeling deep inside you, a spirit you just can't hide. And with every taste of life that's new, well, that Pepsi spirit shines right through. Catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. Catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. Now your spirits are rising, you're heading for a new horizon. Catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in, drink it in, drink it in.
For a lot of people, economy is the best idea an airline can have.
Check in. Another way we're making flying easier.
You're gonna like us, TWA. You're gonna like us.
And finding ways to serve you better is one of the things we do best.
We're American Airlines, doing what we do best.
Just like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, we're a pepper, she's a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
There's a fragrance that's here today, and they call it Charlie. A different fragrance that thinks your way, yeah, they call it Charlie.
I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art.
Were you really in on the shenanigans?
Yes, I was in on the shenanigans, and I'm dead tired from being up all night lifting those heavy bricks, and if you say one more word to me, Fred Mertz, I'm going to take you apart and put you back together again.
I just asked, honey bunch.
Do you ever feel any longings to return to your home? Back to the ancient cultures and traditions? Back to the shrines and temples of your ancestors?
I was born in Omaha.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up. But when you do stand up, you're gonna be Marines.
Where'd you let me?
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Well, son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
There'll be no locks or bolts between us, Mary Kate, except those in your own mercenary little heart.
You can call me Father, you can call me Jacob, you can call me Jake, you can call me a dirty son of a bitch. But if you ever call me Daddy again, I'll finish this fight. And I believe this. If tomorrow all of us, every single one of us, gets out of bed and says, this is my country, and I'm going to do good for it, we'll make the greatest step forward since a pilgrim's foot found Plymouth Rock. Tomorrow, remember, this is my country, and I'm going to do good for it. Just might work.